Hey guys, this is Tyler with Top Lids. Today we're going to go over this Waterbox Peninsula 6025 behind me and these lids that are going to cover it. So we're going to talk about first unboxing the lid, how they come in, and then fit testing on the tank and show you guys how to do that. And then we're going to put Chris's equipment on the tank and kind of go over a run through of each so that you guys can see that. Let's get started. So the lids are going to come in like this, right? Kris has two lids actually, which I'll get into why in a little bit. And they're going to come in like this. They're basically going to be two boxes that are in tandem together. There's quite a lot of tape on here, so there's quite a lot to cut. Be careful, of course. But I'm just going to separate the boxes first. These are taped together quite well. We ship all over the world, so we treat every package the same as if we're shipping it, you know, down the street or over to Dubai or over to Europe or in Australia or wherever. We ship everything out of Florida. I'm just going to cut away here for a minute. All right. Lids to be separated. I'm going to put one to the side. I'm going to open one. So there should be one part of the box that doesn't really have a very clear opening. It's kind of adhesive together. And then there should be another part of the box that has an opening here. So you're going to cut the tape right here. If you got a long knife, don't go too far in because there is mesh on these. So you need to be careful when unboxing these that you don't damage that. I got a box cutter, so it should be just fine. Just like that. You're looking for a corner like that. That's where you're going to start cutting. Like that. And then we gain access. So open it up. There is going to be a few pieces of styrofoam in here like this to separate everything. Protect everything. Lid's going to be right inside here. I'm going to reach in here. Go out like this. So this is the overflow side. The overflow cut out here. It's going to go on that side. I'm going to put it over here. This over to the side. And then I'm going to undo this one real quick.
Rather it be protected and hard to open than easy to open and unprotected.
Exactly. Yeah, we'd rather spend a few bucks and use some extra tape than, yeah, not have these lids come in damaged because that's a nightmare for everybody. So. And this part will probably be sped up, but you just keep on recording the whole time. So good.
Speaking of which, I think my fish are terrified of you. The yellow tang is the only one that's been in this video so far.
What is that guy? Never seen that guy before. I thought he could have.
I guess the cleaner shrimp's been out the entire time. He's kind of cute in the background.
Yeah. This one's really pretty good.
I had a hell of a time trying to record myself opening this the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, usually we say if you can have somebody help you. Usually we say if you can have somebody help you open these, it helps because you see how challenging it can actually be with one person. So sometimes when you get two hands on, you can kind of do this, hand cut, makes it a little easier. And sometimes it's just hard either way. Here is the opposite side. I'm going to pull out the lid just like this. And this is Kris's opposite overflow side. I don't know what to call that, but the one with the feed doors. And then we'll talk about what these are in a little bit. I'm gonna set this here on the table.
We call it the Peninsula end. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but
Kris is saying Peninsula and we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. So it's covered in this plastic wrap, and one of the reasons I wanted to make this video is if you never opened this stuff before, it can be a little bit weird. You don't actually have to use a knife. I literally, what I did is I just like plucked up a section and then it kind of just rips. It's made to do that. And so you don't need to use a knife, because if you use a knife, you can actually damage the mesh. So just use your hands, that'll be more than fine. I'm just gonna kind of lightly pull away, little by little, get it around the edge. It's also easier to rip when it's just, like, when it's bundled like this, it's gonna be hard to rip. So just kind of tear it like this. It's always gonna be the easiest way to do it. We also do, for all of our clients that want warranty coverage from us, we warranty these for 5 years against bowing, against screen damage, things like this. And for all of our clients, we ask for a little video of this, of just the unboxing, just so we can say, hey, if there's anything that goes wrong, you know, we have everything documented to cover it. And this is what they look like. So I'm gonna put this one aside for a moment. I'm gonna unbox the other one, and we'll fit test them both at the same time. All right, so this is Mr. Overflow end. And now let's see what this looks like on the tank. I'm gonna start with this side. So Kris's overflow side, he just has the overflow cutout and then 2 cord cutouts on either side. So I'm gonna go ahead and put over here. Kris, if you wanna follow me.
yeah.
The way I usually fit test these guys, I just put it over the tank like this. These are really strong, so it's not gonna flex and bow down in the water or anything like that. But basically, I'm just going to make sure all the cords are out of the way where they need to be. This probe here, I'm going to put here. Try to make sure it stays. There we go. And then I usually just sit on one side right here. The tab of the lid is going to sit on the whole glass rim. I just put that down in one spot, and it should just lay down the rest of the way, just like that. Okay. And that sits down pretty nice. I'm happy with that. That's overflow side. Let's match it up. Right by you. Gonna come from this side now. I'm gonna go around Kris's light. Just kind of rest it again on one edge, usually the edge that's away from you. And that should just rest down nice and neat like that. Just like this. Pretty good. Just like that. So light mount cutout right here. This is just for the AI Hydra. And we do these for all light mounts. We get them pretty close. We do add a little bit of a spacer. Just so that, you know, there's some breathing room. And we do these for Radions, we do them for Kessels if you have back tank mounted Kessels, do them for Reef Breeders, Photons, really any lights you guys use, we can do cutouts like these on. This is for some auto feeders action here, so we're gonna look at that in a minute. And then these are some feed doors. So one of the really solid benefits about having a sort of a more customized, nicer optional lid like this is that you don't have to take the lid off every single time. to feed or to do maintenance or to spot feed corals. And you can just lift this off here, right? So this is a separate piece, there's no hinge, right? Same exact material, it's netted like this. So there's not gonna be a lot of condensation on here. It's gonna pretty much vent through. It's gonna be a little bit, but it's not gonna be like a solid piece. And then when you put it back on again, nice fit like that, and it just sits recessed down inside of there, right? So it's not like you're gonna look across the lid and see it, it's gonna be flush. And then Chris, you beat me to it, man, you took this one off. Same exact thing. And these feed doors are actually big enough here. Oh, I'll do it on this side. These feed doors are big enough here where if I need to, I can get my hand through here. Now, I'm not gonna do that, but if I want to spot feed corals through here, this is just one of our large sizes. This is a 6" by 3.5 inch. I got pretty big hands and pretty big arms, so I can stick that through here pretty easily and access most of the tank from this side. And yeah, they're just all around good add-ons. I'd say that 95% of the clients that get our lids, they get some feed doors with them.
I can actually fit a net through that too.
Yeah, you fit a net through here, so if you need to net something out. Or have you tried floating bags?
I haven't tried that yet, no.
Haven't tried that yet?
No.
Okay. You stack up the tank a little more, you'll have to let us know how that works. But now we're gonna put on the auto feeders. This is a reef sickle. Now, if you guys don't know about the reef sickle, I've actually talked with the owner of Smarter Reefs over there. His name's James, great guy. And basically, I'll have to see if we can put the whole one on here in a second, but essentially this is literally like a fish popsicle. And you just put the bracket on just like this. It's gonna sit nice and tight and close. I would have to take the lid off to screw that on, but basically it sits like this. And then there's a little contraption over here. I'm gonna get that real quick. So, and this sits right on here like that. And there's a popsicle of food in here, so it just defrosts throughout the day. It's not really like an auto feeder where it kind of like feeds a lot at one time. It's like continuously all day long. So it's pretty ingenious design. A lot of people just use frozen food, so it's just the same exact thing, but you just put it in here instead of regularly in the freezer. And looks like this one's fitting good.
I actually put my live baby brine that's about to go bed. I freeze it, and that's what I use in mine. Yeah. The Antheists love it.
Yeah. And the Antheists love it too, because it's not like you have to set your auto feeder to go off like 3 times a day or 4 times a day. It's just constant. But it's not too much food at one time to where like it's not going to get eaten and then your nitrates are going to spike, right? So it's a nice little contraption. I talked with James if you're interested. And then we have an aquarium co-op feeder, right? Yeah, aquarium co-op feeder on here. So this should just sit right down on here like that. And the way our normal auto feeders work, because this is more of a normal auto feeder, basic design is, body of the feeder and then a drum that holds the food. The bracket cutout is open right here, so you can just mount it onto the glass just like normal. And then the drum's gonna spin like this, and it's gonna drop the food through the mesh. So the purpose of that is so no fish can get out there, right? And I think that is pretty much it, right, for the lid itself. So if you guys have any questions, you can reach us at the phone number or the email below. Also, you can reach us through live chat on our website, toplids.com. You can just drop us a live chat. We're on there most of the time. And we'll get back to you and look forward to talking with you soon.